Hey, everybody, come see me live. I'm going all over. October 3rd to 5th. This weekend, I'm in Houston, Texas at Houston Punchline. And then next weekend, Nashville, Tennessee at Nashville Zanies, October 11th to 13th. And then I'm going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Florida, Homestead, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Pittsburgh Improv. Shout out. I love it there. We're going to pack it out and have a good time. Cleveland, Ohio at Hilarities. Toronto, Denver Comedy Works. Los Angeles, Hollywood Improv. I'm going all over. I got dates up until March 2025. So check out punchup.live/IanFIDANCE for all my dates. Get on the mailing list. See me in your town. It's a show. It's an experience. It's a good time. Become an Ianaholic. Read from the gospel, the good book of Ian. And also go see, shut up, Ethan. And also go see Jordan at punchup.live/Jordan Jensen for all her dates. She's touring the towns as well. Come see us both. Tell us you love the show. Pick up a piece of merch and live your best life. Enjoy the show. We love you. Bye.
Telling jokes and having smokes, riding bikes all through the night. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian. Coffee ice no matter what. Now you know he likes it in the butt. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian, being Ian. And life is shit but you're positive. Let's find out what it's like to live a life being Ian, being Ian.
With Jordan. Oh, we can interview Coyote. Welcome back to another episode of Bein Ian with Jordan. Shout out Korn. Shout out amazing concert at the Prudential Center.
Will you hand me a military gun?
Oh, yeah. Shout out Military Gun. Ian Shelton on the pod. He already did the episode, but I got that for you. Saw them at Baby's All Right. Amazing. Isn't that great? It's your favorite color. Are you going to cut it? Yeah. Like your little New York parks. Man. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Robby, do you want to wear a band shirt and join us? You can wear CMI, conservative military image. Shout out. No?
Don't talk until you're on camera, please.
Yeah, don't talk until you're on camera, Robby.
Robby, what are your pronouns?
She goes, who cares? What if Robby's Instagram profile was pronouns? Who/cares? That'd be kind of cool. Yeah?
I really like yours. I really. She hurts my feelings.
Mine are
You see this dog? They know.
you like this, right?
Oh,
sweetie pie.
Do you
So
hate
wait, are
this?
you guys dating? What's the
No.
dynamic here?
No.
That's my dog.
Are you a lesbian?
No.
You're a lesbian?
Yeah.
Are you a woman?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Biologically speaking.
Don't abandon our crew, dude.
I'm not abandoning. They're just changing shit on us.
No, you stay a woman. Say I fucking love being a woman even though I'm a dude. That's what I do.
I'm biologically
humiliating.
a woman.
Yes.
And I kind of have a boyish quality about me.
Yeah, me too.
We don't have boobs.
Yeah, I cut my tits
Get
off.
the fuck
Yeah.
out of here, Coyote. You just make friends like that? She's the cutest
So
thing
wait,
in the
you're
world.
straight
Yes.
Great.
and you're a fag, kind of.
Half.
You're
I'm a
half fag.
fa. I'm not the
You're
guy.
but do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Look
Do you
at
have a boyfriend?
No. I'm a single guy.
Are you on prep?
No. I'm not gay like that.
Well, how are you
anytime
gay?
somebody doesn't care about the cutest puppy in the world, she
I
snuggles
don't.
up on
Nobody
them.
cares. Dogs. It's over. We don't care about your dog.
Can I tell you something? Look at the little baby
It's
fox.
fine. It's fine.
No, I don't. We'll
It's
never
fine.
understand this. Listen to me.
It's great to you. It's not to me.
I hear you. I understand. But I'm
Like,
I
no,
am not,
I can't. You're
there
a
is
grown
no-
up. You need to control
Listen
yourself.
to me. There's no judgment coming from me about your relationship to dogs. What's coming from me is curiosity. Okay? Understanding the other side.
We understand. That we understand. You like the dog.
No, but I don't understand your side, so I'm trying to understand.
There's nothing to
Just let
understand.
me ask you questions. The tiny baby fox head is laying in your lap. What does that feel like that a woodland creature from Narnia is decided to sleep on your
It's
lap?
fine. I've had better feelings and I've had worse feelings.
She's nuzzling.
Are you a cat person?
I have a cat. I love my cat.
I
Fuck
love
your
cats.
cat.
Stop that. Cats.
I love cats.
Fuck
But I
cats.
too.
don't love all cats. The
That's a
problem
cat
that
dog.
with that, I don't like cat dogs. If you're gonna be a dog, be a dog. Don't bring me this.
Listen to me.
Do not
She's
bring me
resting her
this
head
type
on
of a
you.
cat dog.
Did you see her Mickey Mouse face?
No, I don't. Grown-ups need to calm down about their dogs.
Listen, until
We
you have a
live-
child,
it
that's the
used to
closest
be-
thing that you get. Don't slide whistle. Don't slide whistle. Until you get a child.
I have a dog, by the way, because Gabby has a dog. So we moved in with a Labradoodle. Thank you very much. And I prefer the cat to the dog, and as does she and everybody else.
I'll take your dog then because that's abuse.
It's not abuse.
For both
The
its mothers to
dog
hate it?
Is
That's how I grew up. It
Is
was rough.
terribly behaved and unable to listen to simple commands. Cannot sit.
Wait
No,
until
going Trump cannot sit.
Cannot
Can't sit. I
No,
might eat the
cannot sit.
dog.
Okay, but
But truly.
pause. Just I want you to take one moment and then I'm
am,
gonna
but
stop.
I'm
Can you
taking the
look at her
moment.
head sleeping on
I
you?
can. It's
what does
great.
that feel like?
It feels fine.
Can
You know
you
what?
lean
You have
forward and
such a
look-
jealousy. I do.
Can you lean forward
I
and look
don't
at
know.
her smile?
Don't no touching my body's nobody's body but mine. You have your own body. Let me
I'm
have
not touching
mine.
your body. I'm touching my
Sex
dog's
ed,
body.
6th grade.
I'm touching.
My
I'm touching my
body's
dog's body.
nobody's
That's how
body
they get
but
in.
mine.
They start with
My-
touching the
They
dog's
Start with
body.
The touching. The dog has
My-
asked me, and the dog has consent. The dog is. The
She's
dog doesn't like
smiling.
that you're unconsensually touching us.
May I
She-
consensually touch the dog?
You may.
Yeah.
When we don't acknowledge people's dogs, it's as if it's so personal. We've infantilized ourselves so much.
It's not about we have done
Mm.
this. Cowboys since the beginning of time. Sturgill Simpson wrote a song called Sam, all about his dog and how it was the love of his life and how it died, and he's
And
never
it
gonna.
slept outside.
She would sleep outside if we lived outside.
And it slept outside.
She.
You're an
sleeps-
outdoor dog person?
Get the dog out of the house.
That's kind of bad.
Get the
I don't agree with
dog.
that.
out of the house.
We had a friend who had an outside dog. His dog's name
What's
was
an outside
Cinnamon.
dog?
Why are you
I
doing
have to
that?
sneeze.
Look at the light.
Hey, you got to sneeze. Yeah, but cover.
Oh my,
Elbow.
oh
That'll
my
help.
God. Oh my God. Does it?
Do we smoke cigarettes inside here?
You don't. You don't.
We
And
used
he
to,
doesn't.
but we don't. Why? You
so
want
why
one?
do you have butts in there?
Because he
'Cause-
does when I'm not here. It's
Yeah.
unacceptable and it's triggering. Now
And
attack
Ian,
him.
you live here?
Yeah, I live upstairs.
And how long have you lived like this?
Since 2007, I've been here.
Do you have COVID?
What do you mean live
don't have
like
COVID.
this?
May I share your thing?
Say that my dog's perfect.
Perfect.
What do you mean live like this?
This is what we just talked about when we went to walk around
Men
the block.
live. It's inexcusable. We've
Oh, here we go.
infantilized the
Robbie
women and
breaks
their
it down.
pets.
Here's the thing
Men-
about
women and
dogs.
their pets.
Here's about women and
Women
men.
are no longer having children. They're glorifying pets. And men,
You're not having children.
and what the hell am I? We don't even know.
The in between.
We don't exactly.
Those
I
are
can
my
talk shit
pronouns.
about that.
In between.
If
Yes.
you're gonna talk shit about my
In
dog
and
love, I'm gonna
between.
talk your shit about your I don't know who I am thing. Just-
That's perfect.
am I allowed?
You are, of course. You're allowed to
Then
do
you
whatever
should
you
just
want.
be a masculine woman who is a man. You know what I mean? This is my thought. If we're gonna attack dogs, I'm gonna attack my jihad on
My
dogs.
whole thing is words have never been the most important to me.
Exactly.
Semantics is not something I care about. Some people, they do nothing but the words. Some people, the only thing trans about them is she, her pronouns, or he, him pronouns, or they pronouns.
Yeah, shave
There-
your beard
You know,
and
there
have
are
some
people who
tits.
go by he, him, and they wear a dress, and they're as feminine as they've ever been, and they go by he, him, and they harp on because those people prefer that other people transition for them. Those people prefer that you do the work for them.
Yeah.
I don't live in that space. I don't want anything from anybody. I never have, and I just like to feel how I want to feel for myself. So, as soon as I heard you could get rid of your tits, perfect. You know, it's like some women want a bigger tits. They get a boob job. I wanted the opposite. So I got my boob job, you know, and for me, the most important thing is to feel good being me, to be the most me. It's not what people call me, and it's certainly not words.
That's how you feel.
It's how I feel. But some people, they got nothing else and they need to be perceived.
I know, but the way I feel
But
about
I don't
it,
want to be perceived. I don't care if I'm perceived,
but
if
then
I'm
if
not
you have to
perceived, and I don't care how
choose
you
women
perceive
and
me.
support us.
I don't choose anything. I support nobody but me.
No gods,
should-
no masters.
I mean, maybe God.
But if you're a woman making these very, very educated ideas around being yourself, don't blow it on my dog's face.
I love this.
It can go
by the
into
way.
her.
She can
This
go
is an
wherever she
episode where
wants.
I just watch.
She can go wherever she wants.
She doesn't know that vape will make her have popcorn lung, and she's a baby.
No, she's fine.
Don't blow it on my dog's
Please.
face.
She's been through worse in this city.
Listen, I'm 4 days before my period.
I'm probably same.
Okay, so you get a period.
Scissor me. Of course I get a period.
Scissor me because we're both women, and that's something we understand. So if
That's
you said,
fine.
I know, but here's my beef: when people say I just want to be myself, which is non-binary or mask or not mask.
But why do I have to say anything?
You don't have to do anything. But my jihad is if you are I am Robby and I am woman, and who I am is this somebody without tits and somebody who
I
loves
don't. You know
themselves.
what? Truthfully, I don't love the word woman, and I don't love
Is it because it's
girly
man
things.
with woe in front of it? Because it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's just
I don't
like
love
we
girly-
got all
girly
the
things.
shitty words. Like dudes, they get to have a dick. We have to have a pussy.
But
It's
that's
like
why I'm asking you. You
it's
think
a
I
little.
don't know?
It's a little. They get hard. We get wet and moist. The language around it.
They
had
go
I
the
been
second
I
around
me
thought you
thousands
said
of
you
words.
didn't care about words.
So I don't care that much. But
Seems
I just
like you do.
I don't
You have
know.
a dog on your
I've
necklace.
never identified that I'm a woman, but I also I feel like it's girls and guys. I'm a girl, if anything.
That's fine. But I'm just saying.
I don't know. Woman feels like
I'm-
a lady. It feels like so.
But that's because
demure.
that is because our up until since the
Like
beginning of
nobody
history.
nobody says like, oh, I'm going out with this, woman next week. If a friend of mine said I'm going out with a woman next week, I'd be like, what is she 73? Like
Right.
I
you
say
said
that.
I'm going
I
out
go,
with a girl.
Don't yell.
You've
You're screaming.
been yelling.
Okay,
the
you're
whole
right. You're right.
time.
You're
We
right.
have
you're
been
right.
yelling.
You're right. That is true.
I thank you for recognizing.
Well, my head's here, and their head is over there.
It's
Huh?
just, you can use whatever pronouns you want.
Well, you and Coyote. That's multiple people.
How about
Oh.
cunt and bitch? All right.
There we
hey,
go.
Welcome to the man hour.
I'm just saying, if you're going to be an educated person who makes the decision, then you should, in my opinion, you should
Don't
take.
say you should.
Okay, I believe that it would be good
If you,
for
if
humanity.
you, what would you do?
What I do, I don't feel like a woman. I never feel like a woman. I don't feel like a man. I feel like somewhere in between. And people go, that means you're gay. That means you're trans. That
But
means you're
why
non-binary.
is it hard for people to understand that people tend to vary? And though you feel like that, some people feel differently.
I agree that people vary, but I'm just my issue with it, with a lot of people I know doing a thing where they're like, I don't like girly things. I don't like women. I'm like, then be a woman and show that those girly things don't necessarily mean
They are
woman.
doing that.
I know they are doing that. That's what I'm saying.
So then what's
That's
the
what I'm
issue?
against. The issue is if men get everything good, it is up to the masculine women, such as us, to say,
I
we
don't
are also
consider
women.
you masculine.
Okay. I bet I'm probably 10 times more masculine than you in things that we do throughout the day.
Okay, let's have a dick off. What do you do?
I box, I do carpentry, and I ride a motorcycle, and I know everything there is to know about trucks. And I don't have a cat.
Okay. I don't do such masculine things. I fuck girls.
I don't fuck.
Okay, so it's
She chopped her tits off. That's
I have
super
no
masculine.
tits. Okay, I have no tits.
I also have no tits. They're strapped down every day.
Okay, I don't put sun in my hair and
I don't
and-
have sun
and
in
curl
my hair. I don't curl my
and-
hair.
and
I don't curl my hair.
I
Do you
know
think I
about
curl my hair?
cars, and I know
I-
about
My hair.
watches.
Hung out with her earlier and she had curlers.
Thank you.
I don't curl my
No,
Thank
she
hair.
you.
didn't.
Thank you.
She
Thank
She doesn't
you.
curl her hair.
So anyway, but
Never
here's
put
the thing.
anything
So
hot
okay,
in
so
my
your
hair.
issue. What do you want
You
me?
put gel in your hair and pull it tight. Mine. This
What
is
do you
loose,
want
bro.
me to do?
I want you to say, I am a woman. Fuck everybody. Being a woman can look like
But
this.
why
For
do I
my
have to
comfort,
explain or
I'd
say
like
anything?
for my comfort, I'd like you to go back to the lab and reinstall your tits.
No, I
That's
don't.
what
I
I want.
totally get the tits thing. Tits are. If you're not having
So
kids,
what are you? Are you
they're
binding?
ridiculous. As much as I can.
No,
but
she's
I
got the
don't bind
Lord's
because-
binder. She's got A cups.
Yeah, I have A cups, but I also don't bind because it actually can cause problems. But I wear a sports bra every day. As tight
Yeah.
as it gets.
Yeah, I binded, and as soon as I heard, I don't know. I I think it's okay to be annoyed by people and what people are doing, but I don't think it should affect like somebody else. Like if somebody is a he, her, he, him, you know,
There's-
feminine dyke wearing a dress, like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but fucking do you. I don't, I
Yeah.
just don't have kind of any problem with people tending to vary.
I don't have a problem with varying. I think what it is it's like, say it's like you're against people eating meat, right? Say I'm a
Yeah.
vegetarian and
Yeah.
you eat a steak. And I say, you know what? It's my job to go, why do you eat that steak? And
But
you go,
see, then it's not your job. I think you got to get out of people's business.
no, I know, but that's what you're saying. That's like the difference of how we're feeling is you're like, everybody does their own thing.
And you poking. We were
Yeah.
always taught not to. You mind your own fucking business.
I don't feel that
You know
way.
what I say to you? Mind your own fucking business.
Yeah, I totally,
You
that's
do
what everybody
you,
says to me.
And let's mind our fucking business until
But I'm
it-
not. But the only way to mind my business, right, would be to shut up,
yes.
and that's not going to happen because that's everything I'm against. So if we sit down and I'm like, we're two masculine people, and I did get consent. Can we talk about this? You said yes. If you
Yes,
had
of
said no, I
course.
would have dropped it. We would have gone into
I
your
don't
cat.
care.
Right, but because you don't care, it goes like this. Jordan
Because I
hasn't
don't have
done-
such a strong opinion about the woman. Like I get the woman thing. I
Yeah.
know people who have a strong opinion. I just don't. I have strong opinions on many other things. I have strong opinions about animals. I have
Yeah.
strong opinions about lots of things. That one, it's just not one that roughs me up like
Totally.
it does
That's
you.
what I'm saying
There
about the
might
meat
be
eating
there
thing.
might be some projection on your part, and I would encourage you to look inwards about what you're feeling that you're projecting this outwardly onto others.
The way-
Because is there an insecurity? Is there inadequacy? Is there a masculine insecure? Is there some type of insecurity about the ways that your masculinity isn't being seen, and you want
No, my
others,
masculinity
you
is
want
seen
other
too much.
people to
I
not
think
be
you
seen the
oversee
same
your
way.
masculinity.
Probably.
I don't know what it is. I'm just spitballing what it could be that your behavior is such that you need to get into people's business. It's kind of like, you know, some guys they talk about, and you see them on podcasts, some guys will go on a tangent talking about if you kill an elk and you know, a polar. No, men will talk about random things like aliens, or they'll talk about, you know, just very random things. They want to focus on aliens and AI and hunting game. And it begs the question for me, why are they talking about all these other things instead of
Because we
going
have to,
inward, talking about themselves and figuring out what the real issues are?
Well, you've been hanging with the wrong fellas then.
Thank you, Ian.
because it's interesting. When there's a zeitgeist shift and every one of my masculine friends who is on the job site with me all of a sudden is like, you know what, I'm a man or I'm trans and I don't want to be a woman anymore. I go, wait, but we were the ones. We were these masculine women.
I understand, but things change, and some people will still be with you for that, and some won't.
Right. I totally get that. And I'm not going to let you leave here and like give you a brochure or anything. But I am when I have the option to have a conversation with somebody who's open. Very few people are. I'm
Yeah.
totally going to do it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm fully comfortable. This is something that I'll agree with. I'm fully comfortable disagreeing with people. I am very okay with conversation. I'm one of 10 children. I have 9
10?
siblings, and I was born in a house with, 9 others already there. I'm raised with,
You're the baby?
No, I'm saying
Oh, yeah.
I'm 7, so I have 3 younger, 6 older, but basically my whole life shared a room with a few of my sisters. And it's basically like we were all very different. And at the end of the day, we had to go to sleep. I couldn't go to my own room. If I disagree with someone, it's like, okay, we have to
Yeah.
agree to disagree. Lights off. Let's fucking sleep. So I am very comfortable
Yeah.
having conversation. I think what the elite do and what rich society does is they impose their way of living on the greater population, which is typically poor. So because they have space, they can shut down things. They can police what you talk about, what you don't talk about, because if they have a disagreement, they can go to their own quarters.
Yeah.
If you have a disagreement with your sibling and you're rich and you have your own room, okay, you go to this room, you close the door. I can't just get away and close the door. I have to be confronted. And the poorer you are, and especially in urban environments, you're living close together. So conversation is more required, or talk. You can't get away necessarily. But I find that this idea of censorship is dripping down mostly from elites who would prefer to have censorship because they're uncomfortable. So it starts with things we grew up that everybody accepts as things not to talk about. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about money. Well, when you're poor, you don't have the luxury not to talk about money or not hearing your parents talk about it because you maybe share a room with your parents or they're one wall over and you hear everything. So you don't have the luxury of not knowing about
So you have
topics.
to talk about money because you're asking for it.
You're asking for it. It's a part of your life. And politically, you don't always have as much a luxury because it affects you more, whether I grew up on welfare, so foods, different programs like that. I went to Head Start, social programs. So it affects you more. Politics, whether you know it's politics or not, you end up talking about programming.
There's also
that
an
is,
intellectual
and
level
rich
you can get to.
people, if you're around a waspy dinner, in the Hamptons or something, and you're talking about politics or especially money, the reason they don't want to talk about it is because it would be so embarrassing for them to talk about it. And we've just had to live shameless lives of living out in the open with stuff we may be uncomfortable to talk about, but we have to. Same goes with my gender identity crisis stuff or whatever. It's like, in my family, me doing this, my brother's saying, it's like, what's this? You're cutting your tits off. There's no not we're going to talk about it. He's like, I think it's
Right.
sick.
Yeah, but even Catholic people who are poor don't talk about it. I mean, there are Irish Catholic poor people that don't talk about shit. A lot of it is just like, I think there also is like an intellectual bandwidth because even like if like Sam Harris and Jordan Peterson will get into a drag out fight about
Jordan Peterson is like what dumb people think is a smart person. He
Oh
speaks,
boy,
he
that's
speaks
her
in
favorite.
word salad.
That's her favorite.
No, but
No, he's
he
not.
he
Sam
really
Harris is.
You know, well,
he really speaks in such word salad that he goes
yeah, but
out
when
of
he was
his
a
way.
professor, he's an intellectual religions professor, but now with all this crazy shit, he's completely retarded.
Yeah, he's not speaking properly. There's something really off.
called being
he's
addicted to
speaking-
Xanax.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
called
he must
having
be
to
on
preach
something.
shit that you don't actually. I mean, when he talks about religion, he can talk about tales and history and stuff like that. And now that
I
he's
don't
going on his
believe
own,
him a lot of
Yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah, you
He
shouldn't.
talks out of his ass and he talks in word salad. That's like somebody who's lying. Like you can tell somebody doesn't know what they're talking about the more convoluted
I think he doesn't
they
believe
make
in
the
what he's talking
sentences.
about. I think that he got dopamine hits that he's not getting from his Klonopin fix anymore from people going, yeah, all right, all right. Because when he was a religion professor, his whole thing was like, I'm getting these incels to believe in something so that they get out into the workforce. And now he's like, and he used to be like, that's supporting.
Ian trying to get in.
But
Huh?
that is, but now
I'm in
he's
a
like
different
just
world.
gone down the full thing. But I think it's how you were raised. But I also do think that there's like, there's a culture that is not educated and wealthy, and that's who can't talk about it. There's elite liberals who can talk about anything and who are all about transparency of the money they make. There's, altruistic
Yeah.
businesses that are like, I give this amount, you know what I mean? But it is just like rich people who are born into money can't say they were born into money, so that we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But I also think, I think when you're poor, you have to work with, 900 illegal immigrant Mexicans in the kitchen. So being like, I'm against immigration becomes weird because your buddy's in there. Like you're way more meshed in so many different cultures. I do agree with that.
Hey everybody. Sorry, I was just using the new auto blow. That's right. I'm at a point in my life where I'm hawking blowjob machines. Can you believe it? I'll do anything for money. Anyway, folks, if you want to see stars, you need the Vacuum Glide by Auto Blow. Classified as a male milking machine, an erection is not even needed. What? It can bring the user from flaccid to orgasm. Look, Auto Blow, that's cool and all, but how are you going to get your wiener in here flaccid? You know what? In between now and the next episode, I'm going to prove you wrong, Auto Blow, or prove you right. Either way, I'm going to have fun with this thing tonight because it uses the same concept as cow milking machines. Auto Blow, you're doing a weird job of using things that aren't. Maybe people want to be milked like a machine. Yee-haw, ride me, then drink me. Control the speed and stroking distance. It's kind of weird because I was looking at it and I was kind of like, maybe I could try this. I think I'm just so desperate for touch and connection If you know what'd be fun is if when you do this hits a button and it plays a voice of your ex that said she'd never leave you. Anyway, it comes stored in its own backpack. Backpack Auto Blow. Not ready for the vacuum glide? Start with the Auto Blow Ultra that doesn't use suction. The Auto Blow Ultra syncs to a library of dirty movies, so it'll feel like you're really there. Get 10% off the Vacuum Glide or Auto Blow Ultra when you use promo code SKA at autoblow.com. That's promo code SKA for 10% off the Vacuum Glide or the Auto Blow Ultra at autoblow.com. Check out autoblowme.com for more info. And if you actually get it and actually use it, leave a comment and let us know if it's worth it, okay? Because this is, I'll try it. I'll leave the comment. I'll let you know next week. All right, everybody. Enjoy the show. Hey, everybody. Say hello to HelloFresh. They deliver pre-portioned ingredients and instructions for easy homemade meals. No more ordering takeout and watching your health goals and your bank account plummet. There's got menu preferences like fit and wholesome, kind of like me. Vegetarian and quick and easy, kind of like the Auto Blow from before. No matter what you're looking for, HelloFresh has you covered. It's delicious. It's quick. It helps me with my meal prep. I'm trying to eat healthy, but I don't exactly have the time to cook. I got a lot of frozen beef in my freezer. It takes a while to thaw out. I'm bad with planning. HelloFresh helps me out. They have a changing menu of over 50 recipes every week and over 100 market add-on items like desserts, breakfast, and snacks. So whatever you're craving, HelloFresh has you covered. Use it. Get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/SKA. And if you use the other promo code, you'll get free breakfast for life. Yeah. Tell us in the comments. Tell us how you like it. Do it so it shows them that we're actually helping them sell the product, and we'll get more. Get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/free-SKA. Applied across 7 boxes. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/free-SKA. FREESKA. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
I think everything is true.
Yeah, everything is true.
So this is the issue with me. There's almost no perspective I don't understand, or I don't, if I, this is an extreme, like the Israel-Palestine, let's go there. When I hear it from the Israeli side, I go, I hear you.
Yeah.
You're totally right. When I hear it from the Palestinian side, I go, oh, can't argue with that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is 100% right. And I think perspective has a lot to do with everything. And I don't know. I think anybody who's trying to get everybody onto their side, I don't know that happens. We just need tolerance of all the sides somehow. I don't know if that's possible. I think nothing is possible. I think everything is possible. I believe everything and I believe nothing.
Yeah. There's a few things that you care about deeply.
Yeah. My girlfriend.
Yeah, but rape probably like there's nothing that you're like this.
You mean like in social issues?
Yeah, like is there
No,
something
rape
that grinds your
has
gears?
not been a massive concern for me. Unfortunately, nobody's really looking at me that way. Not that I want them to, but it is a little insulting at the level it's happening.
Well, hey.
Nothing.
Give me a minute.
Thank you, Ian. No, I mean, socially, I'm only concerned with poverty. And income disparity. So when you talk about these issues being big issues, I do think a certain way you've taken the bait. When you talk about a Jordan Peterson who jumps on every piece of bait, any small lure,
I feel like the only person who hasn't taken the bait. That's how I feel.
You take a lot of the bait because you talk about gender stuff and whatever as if it's like a massive thing until we're talking about income disparity and poverty. We're really talking about nothing in this country. That's because that affects everything.
I agree with you. I agree that talking about that is important. And I also agree that taking the stance not as a poor person, but as a woman, that's the thing. That's from which I can talk. And that's the thing where I get most activated because I am one.
But I think that was fed. We forget that the powers that be put these issues on the table for us to squabble about while they distract us from the fact that the rich continue to get richer off the poor.
I agree with that, and I think that trickles down from the media. But
Yeah,
to maybe distill what Jordan's saying, I do think there's a thing in the zeitgeist with, gender, sexuality, and maybe it's because we live on the coast or the industry we're in, but it does seem like it's this groundswell of happening more than it ever has, and it's hard not to take the bait when you do see people taking extreme action in having surgery where they get rid of their tits, or they're having surgery where they're getting rid of their privates, or this becomes
having surgery where they add giant tits.
Yeah.
What's that's the issue with these people doing this?
Well, I think I would just say that I think that is a distracting force in a way where that's in the zeitgeist, and it seems to be pushed along in a way it never has been, under the guise of like, no, we need to accept this and accept this. It's like, well, at what point is...
But I wonder why this is so talked about, because non-glitzy issues are not able to be taught. Poverty is not fun to argue about. People,
exactly. It's sexy. We're talking about the minutia of chopping someone's
Yeah.
tits off, and
Yeah.
so that's more interesting than going, we're all fucking
So if a
getting
grown-up
our
gets
throats
massive
stepped on.
tits, that bothers you? If a grown-up gets massive tits. So you don't like when grown-ups do things.
Grown-ups?
Like if a grown person wants to get a massive boob job, that's a problem for you?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay, well,
I think women are changing themselves out of being women. I think they're becoming
but let's say they are.
That sucks.
Why does that suck for you right now? They might not they might, we've ebbed and flowed for years and years. There's always been different kinds of revolutions, culturally, sexually, politically.
Specifically, women have gone through a lot of ebbing and
I
flowing.
get it. Women are put upon, and we're, there's its own thing. But, it's like people go, well, trans kids. I also don't take the bait on that. I don't care about kids at all.
I don't really care about the kids. I will be honest with you. It is a woman
because
thing
it's
for
like
me.
it's like, okay, if you transition your kid and they regret it, I'm like, okay, there are people. That's the whole point of this country. You can basically have kids and do whatever you want to them. And we don't stop parents, we keep kids poor in this country. So it's, okay, the few rich kids who have the ability to transition and maybe they regret it. I'm like, there are parents who let their kids have
Eat
McDonald's every day.
Yeah.
And give them diabetes. Because it's cheaper to do that than to make a roast at home. There are parents who let their kids ski going down a mountain on 2 sticks. I think they should be denied access into the hospital for any injury. I mean, this is what did you think would happen? You went down a natural resource on 2 sticks. I mean, it's just, so parents get to do whatever they want. Grown-ups, in my opinion, can do basically whatever they want except kill people. I don't really, if somebody wants to get huge tits, I'm like, okay. And well, I like me cutting off my tits. Did that bother you?
It doesn't bother me because I've had so many thoughts about it, and I've been like, that would be sick.
Imagine, but then why can't you extend that grace to somebody who's had so many thoughts about wanting tits?
I can, and I do. They're my friends. I do, and I get it, and they explain it. It's more so
why does go ahead.
It's more so the like extreme forms, the getting the lip fillers, stuffing your face with Botox, getting all of the tits.
Why is it more so? Why do you get
because we're falling into the biological imperatives of men in order to survive. Women are trying to make themselves look more and more attractive because of the gaze of men.
Yeah, right? But also I'll say men are also doing this now more than ever, where they're getting surgeries, they're getting hair plugs, they're getting these implants.
Loves all kinds of enhancements and stuff like that, and
I think it's less.
She's actually dressing sluttier, she said, and she likes she loves getting her nails done, and she loves getting facials and just all these kinds of beauty things, that we're speaking to.
Beauty things is like self-care, though.
But I'm saying that she says she dresses way more for herself now that she's dating me, and way less for guys. She wears and she wants to, be sluttier. So I don't know. I think maybe that's for you, but I think there's been shifts in that mentality too. Can I
say I think the shift is less under the male gaze and more of the absolute self-involved, narcissistic world that we're increasingly seeing ourselves in, which is, if I'm changing my gender or I'm getting enhancements, it's more eyes on me. It's more, self-obsessive thoughts. And we look at someone, an older woman that's getting a million facial surgeries to the point where they look like they're a fucking puffy-faced cat. And we're like, clearly she'll never be happy. This isn't going to fix anything. But then if we see someone, having a transgender journey, we're like, well, they're doing it so it's good for them. And it's like, no, you'll never be happy with these exterior changes that
you
you're
have
making.
tattoos all over.
Yeah, because I was masking emotional pain with physical pain, and I keep getting them done because I'm not happy with the visible skin I have. And it's not making me better, but I keep doing it.
Okay, but these people have their own journey to go through.
Right, and I'm saying that's fine, but I feel like
some of them do say they're happy.
Right. But
like I got top surgery, and if you're thinking about it, it is way better than I even thought. And I'm somebody who I really gave it a lot of thought, because with the tattoo, I said, if you want a tattoo, you wait a year. If you still want it, you get it. So I've never gotten a tattoo. I've also never even wanted a tattoo. So that was easy. This, I heard about it. I was like, well, Robby, you want this? You wait not 1 year, 2 years. This is surgery. Wait 2 years to do all my. It's the best thing. It feels 10 times better for me for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe it was society. Maybe it was, doesn't matter. I feel great.
Yeah, but I'm not against doing that. I'm not against changing your body in every way. I've had plastic surgery. I'm not against
so you're just into hypocrisy
it's not hypocrisy.
But
it's
it is
being
hypocrisy.
a woman.
You can only understand your exact same experience.
It's
and if
not
anybody varies from that,
same experience.
it bothers
It's
you.
you biologically are a woman.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
So you saying I'm biologically a woman, but I am a man, right? Say you say that. You don't say that.
Yeah.
You don't. But say all of the people that I know who remove their tits are usually like, I'm a man now, right?
Yeah.
As I go, no, you're not. You're biologically a woman who wants to present mask.
Sure, but okay, they can, but you don't get to.
I don't get to do shit, dude.
Here's
There's
the
nothing
thing,
I can do. I only get to talk.
Let's say they say that, first of all. We don't know. Maybe there is something in their head that's a man. We don't know.
I know plenty of people who are actually like phantom limb style. I mean, one of my best friend's sibling, who's like my sibling, full trans, could not fathom the idea. When you said, hey, boy, get over here, it was like a double take. Oh, me? That makes total sense. I'm talking about people who are like, I never really felt like a woman, and being a man is better. I'm going to be a man even though I'm like, you can make, there's a conscious choice that you can make to expand the perception of what a woman is. And if you can do that, if you're in that vicinity, do that. Because being a woman is becoming your girlfriend. That's what it's shifting to. Is
why you're
and,
existing with her.
I'm like the last one.
You're not. I'm right here.
Okay. Yes, but if
but it's not true.
What do you
mean?
mean?
You're not the last one.
I'm not the last one, but it is. But you are shifting, aren't you? They, them, aren't you? Non-binary and
no, I'm anything. I'm she, her. I don't give a shit.
You're anything anybody wants.
I don't. Yeah, I really don't care
on
about
the doctor's paperwork.
Female.
Okay.
I believe
You
biologically.
can call her anything. Just don't call her late for dinner, guys.
There we go.
I like that. Then I like that. But it feels,
I know, but so what if you don't like something? Like
it feels like I'm getting pressure to either be trans or be more feminine.
Okay,
that's
but see, that's a you thing. You've got to look at yourself.
I'm looking at other people.
No,
and going,
but you
stop
should not
getting
be.
Big fake titties.
But you are thinking too much about other people. You are letting them have an effect on you that is unhealthy.
No, I'm looking at the zeitgeist of society.
No. You've got to learn.
You've
got to learn to trust yourself, listen to yourself, and do for you. That's it. You don't got to get blinders. You don't got to look side to side.
I'm never going to have blinders.
Look right here.
My eyes are huge.
Look right here. Look right here. Keep it inward a little bit.
I can't do that. That's not who I
You
am.
sound like you have a lot of internal struggles, and it comes
So
out.
many.
And but one of them has to do with a lot of this stuff, and that's why it does make you angry when other people are maybe living the way that you would maybe want to live, but you can't because you feel inhibited. You might want kids, but you don't want your tits. So if other people can have their tits, nobody should. It just there's something conflicted personally. I don't know exactly what.
I
but
want
I
women
think
to stop abandoning being a woman because being a man is
because
better.
you've abandoned it a little bit.
I'm a woman still.
But you've abandoned it a little
How
bit.
is she abandoned being a woman?
Well, you're wearing men's pants.
These
and
are women's
shoes.
pants.
Whatever.
These are women's shoes.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is
So
Ian's
you
sweatshirt.
So you what? You fix trucks. It's manly.
Everything I do is manly.
Okay, great. So you're abandoning being a woman.
I'm not abandoning
You
being a
are.
woman.
You should
I'm
get in the
saying
kitchen.
I'm a woman.
A woman does certain things, and you are abandoning in small
no,
ways.
you're abandoning being a woman.
You're abandoning.
No, you're abandoning.
You abandoned it.
You're abandoning it.
You're abandoning. You're abandoning, and you're making loopholes for yourself. While you agree on one level that you're very manly. You've abandoned certain ways, womanly ways of doing things. Yet at the same breath, you say you hate when other people do that in their fashion. You've decided to abandon
They're
certain
abandoning
norms,
the semantic term woman.
and you're abandoning, the role of being in the kitchen, woman.
That is also a woman. We are all women. We are all women.
But
If you have a
are
vagina, you're a woman.
abandoning, and people who abandon women are also women.
Exactly. So why are they abandoning women?
They
They're
can.
women.
They're a woman. They're allowed to do whatever they want.
But they don't say they're a woman. They say, now I'm a man.
Great, because you know what? They get to do whatever they want, just
I
like
know
any
they
other
get to,
person.
but I also get to bitch about it.
I think you'd bitch a lot less if you looked internally.
I look internally every
I
damn
think
day.
if you took off that, if you didn't worry about the side effects of binding, you'd be thrilled binding. You'd be thrilled with no tits. But because you can't do it, because of the prospect of maybe having children, you're fucked and you're angry.
I'm not fucked.
You are.
I
you
am
are.
angry.
You don't get to do everything you want to do.
That's not true. I do get to do everything I want to do, but I'm watching.
Would you cut your tits off if you weren't going to have kids?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't cut my
He'll
tits
do the
off because
surgery.
I have a huge surgery scar and I don't like the way that it feels.
Okay. But if you didn't, not for any reason, can you get
If I went like that,
vulnerable? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's
So
true.
there's
I kind of like
something
my
there.
tits.
No, there's something there.
I like my tits. I like them small.
Nah, there's something there. You don't like them. You're
I-
justifying. You want them gone. And you
I
have
don't
all
think I
this,
want 'em
these
totally gone.
hang-ups about it.
It's not true. I think you know what I'm saying, and and there's a slow migration where all women are becoming cum girls, and the rest of them are becoming non-binary or trans, and the masculine women are having a fucking flame put to their throat, being told that
I
they're
just-
lesbian or they're.
I
or
think
they're
it's a small
trans.
amount of the population. I think most people are poor. I do not think the hysteria that you're exhibiting
I'm not
is a-
in the poor zeitgeist. That's a whole different world. They don't have time to think about these things.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, they're
Yeah, they do because they're not working. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, I'm happy that we're starting to crack you. And I'm excited to
I don't
see the
want-
growth that comes.
That's because
Ian,
all
what-
your type people are groomers. Anyway,
Okay, says the
Yeah.
faggot on the
Yeah.
couch.
yeah.
So, Ian, you've been living like an animal for how long here?
what the fuck is
no,
this?
I won't. What do you
No,
mean?
go back to this whole fucking boring talk.
Okay, so you tell. Do you have questions? I'm invited to this pod. Nobody has questions
I don't
for
mind
me.
my tits. I like them to be in a sports bra because I like
I
athleticism.
just love being a guy.
What? Yeah, but it must be amazing to be a man, though.
No, it sucks. It's
Why?
everything sucks to be a woman, to be you, to be me. Everything sucks. We all have our own form of suck. Everybody has our own form of struggle. I do feel like anytime a man expresses some sort of thing that deviates away from any sort of perception of what we should be, we get shit for it. And maybe I'm projecting because I get shit for
Can
it.
I say one thing?
You can say whatever you want.
There was one moment in which we connected on an intimate level, which
Mm.
is when we said we both were PMSing. That's all I'm going to say. That was the one moment where we physically touched. Besides
we
face
had
to
other
face.
we had other moments.
No, that was the
You're
biggest
closed
moment.
off, but there's some other moments.
That was the biggest moment where we touched and said we
I
both
agree.
have reproductive problems right now. And
Yes.
that's being a woman. That's important. for me to look at you and go, I'm 4 days off my period, and you to go, me too, and us to be, we are fucking women, dude. I have no tits. I fucking box. We are women. That's important. It's
To
soul.
you.
No,
It's not
it should
that
be
important
important to
to
all
me.
women.
But it's not that important to
Then
me.
you're not
Poverty
important
is
to
very
you.
important to me.
You're not poor, so you're not looking within.
Yeah, but I'm very concerned with the people I come from. Very concerned about the poor and where the country
Is that concern or is that guilt?
No guilt. I want to be as rich as humanly possible. I'm in this system. I must play it, but I really think we have to change the game so more people can play. I really think if it's the focus on things like this, the trans community, which is a very small percentage of the population, extremely small.
And
I
not
think
as small as it used to be.
Sure. And the poor is only growing.
Right. The amount of poor is exponentially
It's
grown
exponential.
in
And
a way that
it's
is
really
so jarring. So yes, this is a distraction, but at the same time, you can't blame people for being distracted when there's such a fucking like.
I don't blame. I blame the powers that be. I blame the media. I think it's all not necessarily that it's puppet mastered exactly, but I think it's all
it's puppet
inherent
mastered.
by design to have us infighting, instead of working together on helping each other. I think we're all poor is the truth. I think, yes, I'm not on welfare, but I think, unfortunately, in the grand scheme of things, if you're not in the 1% or the 5%, you are poor in this country. Middle class
Touching your
is
vagina.
beyond shrinking to the point that we
Doesn't
have
exist anymore.
most people are poor. Then there's the uber rich, and there's a few in the middle. We need to bring the rich down to the middle and have the poor
Do you have
lifted
any
up to the
ideas?
middle. I do. I mean, I do think we need to tax the rich. And I think we need to de-bloat the government. And I think we need to go in there and just
You're Bernie.
somehow
You're pro Bernie.
very pro
Me
Bernie.
too.
I write Bernie in every year for every election.
No, I
We're
was
all- we all
beyond
agree on
pro
Bernie.
Bernie, and
Yeah, the DNC
changing
fuck
the-
Bernie, and then
the
everybody
get-
thinks
yeah, no,
that
of
the
course.
Democrats are their fucking best friends. And I saw someone, I saw a T-shirt with the Bad Brains logo that said Kamala Harris, and it made me want to fucking puke. The fact that we've all been tricked into thinking that this is the new cool thing, and that the Democrats are the answer, and they're texting us every day asking for money is so fucking gross and
It's
disgusting.
Democrats, established Republicans, that is
Yes.
the same team. This
Yes.
is the rich versus the poor.
Absolutely.
They control the
And
poor. They
anyone that
work for
thinks
the
differently
I'm
is
okay
a
with pushing
fucking
Kamala
mark.
at this point, though.
Yes.
I
mean, do I
hate
think
both.
she's an increment better? Sure. But I really think until the government works for the people again, the government works for companies by way of lobbyism, for people who don't know. But basically, companies pay people who work in the government to push through their agendas, which happens to give them more money. So the people raise all the money through taxes. So all of your money goes to the government for taxes. Instead of dispersing that money back to people who need it, it's dispersed to the government. So we
Right.
pay, it's dispersed to the companies. So we pay companies on top of it. Never mind that there's more egregious and systems like that even have the public financing companies even more. For instance, people know about if you work at Walmart and they don't give you full-time shifts, what that means is that you're also on welfare and you're working on at Walmart, which means that we subsidize through welfare wages for Walmart.
Right. Which
So I talk to this stuff a lot. Unfortunately, it's not as fun as, well, people are getting double D tits, and that's, I really want to bring it back. Issues should be more boring again, and they should be issues and they should be problems. And if we don't focus on all this distraction stuff, we have a lot more in common.
The issue
which
is
is
you're
that we're
talking
all
about
poor.
the seed in the center, which has basically created a vault, right? I mean, if we've trying to overturn the Electoral College would help. That, and we've tried to do that. It doesn't.
Yeah.
They don't let us in. Trying to deal with taxes, trying to reduce the amount that we put into the military. All of this stuff. There have been so many things, and they've vaulted all the doors on it, and they've left people, and they go, now people, you do weird stuff, and then that we do weird stuff, and I'm on the outside going, hey, the people are doing weird stuff, and then we bump up against the vault
Yeah,
occasionally.
but the
and
weird
going,
stuff is just not is a red herring. It's just not the issue.
May I just say the thing about the weird stuff I think people are getting up in arms about and the trans issue is becoming bigger is because now instead of elective surgery, people are looking at it as a life-saving surgery, which would then be covered through health insurance or taxes.
I
And so
agree.
people don't want to pay for your surgery from their pocket.
Right.
And I think that's
but
why it
people were
becomes a
not
bigger
outraged
issue.
that we paid Wall Street when they crashed it from
I
our
agree.
pocket.
Yes,
and that
and
is
Obama
way more
bailed
money.
out the banks.
But that is that is way more money than 20
I
trans
understand,
surgeries a
but
month.
again, it's another thing that is
I
used as a
understand, but it's
distraction.
useless
But that's
because
why
it is.
people
I don't
get
care.
distracted.
I
It
don't
is
care
so
about trans surgery
immaterial.
money. I
It
don't
is
even care
so
if men become,
immaterial
if women become.
when we're talking about the amount of money
I
that
understand.
goes to companies who have the money to begin with. It is so immaterial
But also,
that
I
it is
think
not worth talking
People
about.
get upset about the lobbying from the Trevor Project and other LGBT funded
I don't get
areas
worried about that because
are-
that's always going to happen.
No,
That's,
but I
that's like
think-
it's like
I
the
understand, but I
Crusades.
think that that's why people get upset because they see that if you get hooked to transition as a child, you're on the hook to Big Pharma for the rest of your life because you need medications to then align with how you feel, because if you do not take them, then you start to become dysphoric. So you are just hook, line, and sinker
Exactly.
along for
I
the
agree.
ride, which
So-
is why I think a lot of people are against the
I
whole
know all they
trans
are,
idea.
but I need these people to outwardly look.
Understood,
To
yes.
pull out. I need these. What I would want from people
Yes.
is, okay, this is a small issue. There's 1,000 issues like this.
Mhm.
We need to pull out what would help everything on that issue. If the medical is
Totally.
the medical system. Why
Yes.
is it if it's for profit, then you encourage this type of behavior. Why is
Yes.
it for profit? Because they take for granted the poor.
Well, just like the
So
jail
it's
system,
just-
it's completely
it
for
all-
profit,
it
and there's
all-
nothing done to rehabilitate and incorporate these fucking poor men and women that go through the system back into society. And there's,
Yes.
I mean, even the simple fact of getting prisoners fucking cats to tell them to get them to take care of something that's not themselves, and they get a cat to have on good
Yeah.
behavior, and then that can help them reintegrate into
Yeah.
society. They don't want to do that because it's a
Reintegration is not the issue. Exactly. They
disagree.
don't want to do that. They don't want. These are for-profit
Wait,
Yes,
what's wrong with the cat
prisons.
idea?
no,
So
that's
the
a
idea
simple
is to
fix to help people to
incarcerate-
get back into
Oh, I thought you said
society.
that's a bad idea. I
No,
was
no,
like-
that's a
I was
great.
in my
I
head being
saw
like,
you
that
look, and I was like, "Am I
actually
hitting
sounds-
something
The
weird?"
idea
Really
is to
good.
keep people incarcerated.
Yes.
So they're not
I'm in
focusing
agreement
on
with you.
reintegration.
I'm in
Or
agreement.
we
with you.
would.
Yes.
Yes, it's to keep people incarcerated, and it's to keep legal slavery going.
And
We
I also
have
think
full slavery in this country, and it is mostly black
we have
people,
more
and they're
black
in
men
prisons.
enslaved in the prison system than there was involved in slavery.
Literally, I wouldn't.
Yes.
I would believe that. I didn't
No,
know
it's
that,
the truth.
but I assumed that
Yes.
because
the only way
it's
you
so
can get the
obvious.
oodles of money you want is off
So
the back of that system.
Capitalism is the big, yes, like you said, the seed, and it's so incredibly important to try and get the reins on it. Try and
What are you gonna say?
dismantle it.
Vote local elections and shit. I mean, that doesn't do anything.
No,
you
it
still
doesn't.
want oodles of money.
I want it now because I have to be in the system. Yes, it's
Right,
way
but
better to live
that's
in this
why
system.
we're in this system.
It's not because of that.
Yes, it is.
No, we have
Every
it's
person-
corruption.
People who move to Texas to dodge taxes are saying the same thing you're saying. I'm in the system, therefore I want
Exactly.
to make the most
But
money.
we're not. I don't work in politics. I
Yeah,
can
you
be
work
corrupt.
in politics by
The
wanting to be
idea-
wealthy. The desire to be wealthy is what keeps people poor.
It's
That
not.
golden carrot is
there
what
are
keeps people poor.
there are people who are supposed to be keeping the reins on this thing, and that's what government should. It used to look out for the people. It looks out for companies now.
When
so we're
did it? When it
totally
was
off the
built off,
deep.
when it was
Yeah.
a turd off of England just so we could do its
No, it's
bidding. When it
fucking
was built off
I'm
of
just saying-
FDR and fucking
Yeah, I'm
before
just- yes,
with the Federal
yes, but we
Reserve
let
and
it-
everything.
We let the government. We were driving for the people to keep safeguards so that people like me who are trying to like sling. It's like, oh, actually, you can't sell that diamond because it's not registered. Whatever the thing is, and so yeah, you can. It keeps you. It keeps guardrails on thing. We don't
Yeah,
have
and JFK
guardrails
tried to
because
do
the
that, and they
government.
shot his fucking head off.
The government was
Agree or
supposed to be
disagree?
guardrails. It no longer is. It's now a pusher for companies.
Agree with me in
Going
the
back
comments.
to we agree it's far. It's like Reagan
It's very far, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop crying about it because it's far. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
but what
go
does
further
crying
down.
about it
I
do?
just think
What is-
America is built off
Well,
of
we
slaves.
had a
that
Bernie
we were like that.
movement.
and that's
not-
never going to happen again.
But
We
you're
had a
an
chance
idiot
with
to say
RFK
that.
Jr. and he decided to tell everyone he had worms in his
He's
brains.
retarded.
Yeah.
And he also can't speak. I can't listen to this man.
I know.
I'd rather
There's
listen
never going to be a
Biden
third party
stutter
Bernie
through.
candidate ever
No,
again.
Bernie
But
we
was
you're
had
an
a
idiot to
chance
think that.
in 2016.
But you're
I
so
feel defeatist.
short-sighted.
I am a short-sighted guy, and that's why I have glasses.
Is he yelling?
Laugh.
I have glasses. Can I have your vape? Is this pod going well? I can't tell.
Yeah, it's great. I
Really?
mean, it's my favorite type.
I
Okay.
like it.
You
A
like
lot. I like this.
it? Ian,
Bert-
Ian, I wore this necklace for you, and I've gotten 0 compliments.
I like
I
it.
said I liked it because it has a dog on it.
It has a dog, and it's supposed to be a protective dog. And I wore it, because Ian inspires me with his jewelry. He has such nice jewelry all the
He
time,
inspires me too.
and you wear
Thank
it
you.
good.
Thank you.
Like you wear it good. Some people in
Yeah.
jewelry, it's
I
not
don't
a
agree
good-
about his rings are great, but I don't agree about this necklace.
Oh, let's see the necklace. No, it's terrible.
It
I
is pretty bad.
Don't need you to like everything.
That's terrible. But I wore
Um,
this for you, and I'm getting you're looking directly at me. And
I haven't
maybe
had
it's
a
not
chance to get a
fitting-
word
it's
in
not- it's not-
edgewise,
It's not
and that's
fitting
fine.
perfectly yet.
Can I tell you? It's because your whole outfit is perfect.
Oh, good.
So to point one thing out, the
Is it
Abercrombie
perfect? Thank
over the
you.
white shirt with the worn thing is perfect. The loose jeans and these shoes, all of it's
Okay,
the
good.
glasses.
I mean, I
Thank
can
you.
tell you went
That's what
from
it
a
is. It's
brat summer
complete.
to a cunt fall.
Okay. You. How many times you want to say cunts again? Are there any words?
Bitch.
Faggot. Dyke. Are you a dyke?
sitting there going, no,
You're not a dyke?
tried, don't like it,
You fuck men?
don't like that either.
So what do you do? You're
Cry.
She's like-
asexual?
She's like Zool.
Wait, are you
from
asexual?
Ghostbusters.
I'm asexual.
Oh, you
predator.
are?
No, no.
Wait, are you asexual?
I fuck men.
But you don't like it?
They hurt my feelings a lot.
She's got a bad picker.
I have.
Are you two getting together? How do you guys know each other?
We're best
No.
friends.
Since when?
7 years?
7 years.
6 years?
We've been friends for that long.
Yeah.
Do you do comedy?
Yeah. What the
Well-
fuck?
We haven't never crossed paths.
You don't know I do comedy?
No. I know Ian. I didn't even know you were here. He tells me nothing.
You just let me come in hot like that, not knowing that.
go.
I thought you work in mechanics. You said you work on trucks.
You let me attack you like that, just thinking that I'm a dock worker?
That's what I thought. You said you work with all those Mexicans. They're your buddies on the
Wow.
trucks. Am I wrong here?
I'm a comedian. Let's see who has more followers.
You probably have more fun. I'm not so.
No, I'm gonna check.
Oh.
Because I know about Robby.
Well, people know
No,
about
let's
me.
just check.
People know.
Is that
She
you?
has a lot of insecurities.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of insecurities. I knew Ian was a comedian.
I don't
I've loved
believe
you
you.
for years.
I don't believe you.
I've
There's
loved
no
you.
way.
I've loved you for years.
I've heard your
Thank
name
you.
Every
a
time
million
you perform,
times.
a
You've
joy to
never
watch.
heard my name anywhere. I've heard your
A
name
joy
a
to
million
watch.
times. We have mutual friends. Annie Letterman's our mutual
Very
friend.
nice. When I first came to New York at the Creek
She's
in the Cave, he ran.
lying.
No, I'm not even
You
joking.
never have,
Always
you've
was a good
never-
guy.
You've never
Thank
heard
you.
of me from
A little-
any friends.
I was always a little intimidated, but you were always wonderful.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. Thank you. Why
Yeah.
were you intimidated by me?
You've never seen
You're
clips
just so-
of me and Ian?
No,
You've never, none of our friends have been like, Jordan, you've
nobody.
never
Not,
heard my
it's
name.
never come up.
There's no way. We have so many mutual
I
friends.
know, but you know what? You know, Ian's name has come up, and I know Ian.
You're
And we
bullshitting.
know we ran into each other at the store. I
There's no
begged him
way.
to come on the
Give me
pod.
the
I
vape
didn't know
back.
it was your
Give
pod.
me my vape
Did
and
I
dog.
not?
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
didn't know it was what? You don't know about, you never
He saw
seen-
me do very well. It made me feel very good
Yeah.
because
Tough
you want to
follow.
do well in front of your, people that you like. And that's what happened. I said, it's time to be on the pod, but I didn't know about you. Thrilled to know about you now.
You didn't know about the pod. You never seen a clip of the pod.
I saw a clip of the pub. I thought maybe you were a guest. I don't know that I
Okay,
knew.
so you have seen me.
Who'd you
You
think
knew
the
I-
Jordan
I don't know that it's
No,
you.
you knew
in
I did
Being Ian with
comedy.
Jordan
You
was?
knew I did
Who'd you
comedy.
think the Jordan was?
You've walked through the
I-
cellar when
I
I'm in
thought it
there.
was
We've
Ian.
been at
Really?
shows together. We've been around each other a million times.
We performed together, you think?
No.
Oh,
but we've
okay,
been
I
around each
said.
other.
Okay, I wouldn't know. Unless we're on the lineup, we never talked. Did we ever talk?
No.
So then what would I know?
Because
Merry
you've seen my
Christmas!
face
Merry
in multiple
Christmas!
comedic places.
I wouldn't be able to point you out.
That's fine.
So I don't know.
But don't come in here and say you don't know. You do comedy? You knew I did comedy.
I promise you,
You swear?
literally on my mother, I did not know you did comedy.
Wow.
I promise you, I thought you worked in mechanics on trucks.
We've literally been in the same venues
I
before.
thought she was a female mechanic, lesbian. This is what I thought.
Bullshit. You wouldn't even think Ian would have a podcast with a mechanic.
I did think you said best friend, so I said from where? Because I was like, if it's not comedy, what's it from? Maybe the neighborhood. I
She
don't know.
thought we were dating at first.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were dating.
Oh, that is true.
Oh, they dated?
We've been in the same place multiple times.
But you've never said hi, and you knew me, and you know what? That's rude. If you knew me and you liked me, why not pay me a compliment?
I never liked you.
Why
I
not
never seen
pay me
one
a
fucking clip
compliment?
of yours. I just
Why
know about you
not?
because people
Why?
go, "Have you seen Robby Hoffman?" I know because you were at the cellar yelling at somebody someday, a couple weeks ago or something.
What
You
was I
screamed.
yelling
I don't
about?
remember, but they're like, Robbie was yelling at somebody. I know because you're dating my favorite bachelorette. That's how I know you.
Yeah,
How about that?
shout out to Gabby. I love you, baby. Ian, it's just so wonderful to watch. Every time I see you doing stand-up, I'm thrilled for you.
You're a sweetheart.
And we've
Thank you,
talked at
Robbie.
the cellar. We've eaten together.
Yes.
We've had meals. I mean,
Broken
Yeah, I know.
bread.
I've been at the table next to you.
no, I don't
Yeah.
think she was.
Yeah,
Why
just-
wasn't Ian talking to you?
Huh? Because he was talking to you, and I'm not rude, and I let him talk to other people.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
We got a thing going.
Yeah. This is great.
we got a thing going too, and it ain't good. It ain't good.
I don't know if I will say hi now.
I don't think you should.
I'd be a little nervous. I'd be a
should.
little nervous.
You should.
May I please borrow your vape?
No. Do you live in LA? Do you live in New York?
I live in LA.
All right. Well, that makes more sense.
Weren't you just out there?
Didn't
Was.
see you. I was at the store. I saw you.
Yeah.
Wonderful to
we performed
run
at the
into
store
you.
I
again
did a
Wonderful.
hat
together.
trick at the store when I was out there and got passed. So you'll be seeing a lot more of me, Robby.
Okay, well, you know, I'm not passed. If the store is listening.
Oh, is that
by all
right?
means.
Oh, is that right? Excuse me. Let me call them and ask. Nope. They said you're still not passed.
It's such a shame because that guy Adam really liked me. He's now at Mothership. He's put me on there, which is nice.
Wait, is that true? You're not passed?
I'm not. No,
Oh, that is crazy.
it is a little crazy. But you know what? I didn't know that I was supposed to be showcasing. I just do shows there. If it's
Oh.
Whitney's show, it's Annie's show, or so. But apparently, Emily just spoke to me that I should be showcasing. But I always thought that when we're in that little room, that it is a showcase room.
Everything's
told
a
me that
fucking
was a showcase room.
Everything's a fucking showcase.
So I
out
thought the
there.
belly room that
Everything's
they're
a
watching
fucking
you
blah,
because
blah.
I thought that was the showcase room. But so I didn't have the process down. But I'll have
You're
the
was
both
process.
wonderful stand-ups accomplished in your own
Okay,
rights.
okay, good. So who had more followers in the end?
Me.
Never mind.
Fucker.
By how much?
A lot.
Oh, you're posting clips?
Followers
Yeah, I
don't
post a lot of
matter.
clips of me making fun of trans people. Thank you.
Well, it's because you, by the way, you have internalized transphobia.
No shit, Robby. No shit.
By the way,
hate
I
your
have it
girlfriend
too.
because she's beautiful. I've never been a beautiful girl. I was a big fat whale, okay? I
Were
can
you
never
fat?
take my shirt huge. I can never take my shirt off, so I'm mad at every woman that can. And it would be easier for me to be
Exactly.
a boy, but unfortunately I'm not a boy because I love boys, okay? But none of the boys love me because I am a boy. So yeah, I'm a little pissed that you get to have your cake and eat it too. Okay?
there we go. There we go.
Give me my
There we
vape and
go.
dog.
The dog doesn't want you. The dog has
Don't
this fight. The dog,
say that.
The dog
That
wants me.
is a line I will not
The
cross.
dog.
Coyote? Coyote?
Hey,
Coyote?
she's not listening.
Oh,
she's not listening.
Responding. Ah.
Coyote?
The dog has chosen. It's okay, Coyote. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'll look into the paperwork. We'll see what we can do. I don't know if you can move to California. I don't know.
Listen.
I'll have to look into it.
I'll kill you with that knife in front of me.
I'm sorry, Coyote. She's such a jealousy. It's crazy.
I love your necklace, Robbie. It looks
Thank you.
great.
I think it's
appreciate
stupid
it.
and dumb.
I appreciate
I do
it.
have to leave soon.
Well, I think
Oh,
we
we're at
covered
60
a lot.
minutes.
I think we covered a lot. Ian, I'm surprised because I thought this was your podcast, yet we've talked zero.
It's our podcast. It's
I'm
all of
thrilled.
ours.
But I didn't know you would be here. I thought Ian and I would catch up.
Well, I'm leaving, so you have plenty of time to catch up. I gotta call this Uber, so you all have plenty of time to catch up about your gay shit. Okay.
No,
What are you doing tonight? You want to go see a show?
gender
I'm going to
traitors
see Angel
together.
Dust tonight. You want to
No,
come?
you know
thought
what?
that was tomorrow.
Gabby is at the
both.
hotel, and this hotel,
Oh, your
they're forcing us.
bachelorette's at the hotel. A bunch
they're
of
forcing
women
us
hating
to
women
pay-
is what you are.
Yeah, they're forced to. We have to spend $30 a day to stay at this hotel, an ad charge. So we're gonna each get a glass of wine. Hopefully, it's
Oh, that's
$30.
nice.
An ad charge?
Like they say, you have to spend $30 at
Sounds
the
like some rich
hotel.
people shit. Maybe you give that
So
$30
I
to
was
some
like,
poor people you love so
what?
much.
Wait, you're leaving now? Okay, give a hug. Give a hug. Give a hug. I'm a huge fan now. Oh, the dog is saying. Oh, okay, the dog.
love you.
Okay, I love you. I hope you get that.
No, more than many people I adore.
Okay, thank you so much. So follow for a follow, it seems. Follow for a follow. Follow for a follow. Follow for a follow.
Oh, that was amazing. That was the fucking best.
Did you know she did stand up?
I just found out. I just found out. I'd love to see her
All
one
right.
day.
So you're not dating anyone?
No,
You're
no,
on the
I'm-
apps?
I'm a single fella. I was on the apps, and I think I'm done.
You're done.
Yeah, it's just
So
too
how
much.
long are you going to live here for?
Well, I've been here since 2007, and I moved out in 2008, moved back in 2012. Same apartment, same room.
Wait, why?
Because I love it. Because my name was on the lease. I was the first leaseholder in this place.
And you live here alone now?
Mhm.
What are you paying?
It's pretty good.
What are you paying? You can bleep it out. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
2-bedroom?
2-bedroom upstairs, this whole sub basement. For years, we had 4 guys in here. This used to be a bedroom. That was a bedroom.
That's
2
brutal.
bedrooms upstairs.
Did you ever hook up with any of them?
No, they're all my friends. I've never
Who do
been
you have
attracted.
more of a crush on, boys or girls?
Girls.
Really?
Girls. Love women.
But
men.
you could have a wife. I could picture this for you. You could get a girl.
I'm always nervous about long term.
Why?
Trying to get to the bottom of it. I fall really hard, and then I
Yeah.
I isolate a lot, so it's hard to navigate. I want my cake, and I want to be able to eat it too.
But you would fit in with this poly disgusting community.
Yeah, I think I would, and I have some gripes about it because it seems so disgusting. But in a way, I've always felt that love is something not reserved for one person always, but multiple people.
So then
And
are you going to do poly? You should find a polycule that'll have you.
I don't know. I just think that, again, I mentioned it earlier, but I fall prey to it. But there's such a narcissistic feeling of the polycule where you're just obsessed with yourself the entire time.
Because
you
it's
know?
all that talk. Like you have to just.
Yeah, and it's like this is what happens when people don't have a traditional family is they have to find these other things to
Yeah.
distract themselves from just like working and raising.
Do you have your cat here?
Yeah, he's upstairs.
Okay, I think we've done it.
Fair. I
What do you
started to
think?
lean in and get excited.
Okay,
but,
well, do you have any questions? Any further questions?
I mean, honestly, no.
Honestly, no. But you know what? We love each other, and that's all that matters. And
Yeah.
I've always I've always just enjoyed you.
I've
Simple
always
as
had
that.
admiration and respect for you as well.
Simple
and it's
as
always
that.
a pleasure seeing you and spending
Can't
time
wait
with you.
to see you at the cellar and the
Yeah.
store and all the
And
places.
I really enjoyed
Jordan
hearing you and
doesn't
Jordan
go.
discuss
She
in
has
an
a,
open.
she has a lot of insecurities.
honest
What do
way.
you think her her biggest insecurity is?
Well, that's about the show.
Well, I am Robby Hoffman. Follow
what do you want to
me.
plug? What do you want people to get eyes on?
Follow me on Instagram at Robby Hoffman, ROBBY. I'm going on tour in Canada for a month. And I got a lot of interesting stuff coming out television wise that I can't speak to now. but
Amazing.
You'll see a couple deadlines. You'll see the Hollywood Reporter.
Amazing.
We're on top of it.
Fantastic.
So follow me for all the updates, Robby Hoffman.
Yes.
Yeah, and subscribe to my podcast, which the New York Times calls addictive. Too Far. We will be back with Too Far in October.
Wonderful. Yes. And you can see me live in your town, Houston, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Denver, LA, Baltimore. I'm just booked out a bunch of Funny Bones coming up in 2025, and I'm going to be at a bunch of improvs. Oh, Pittsburgh Improv, Cleveland Hilarities, IanFidance.com for everything. punchup.live/IanFidance to get my mailing list and for all my tour dates and tickets. Patreon.com/BeInIanPod. We love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Every
punchup.live/
follow helps.
Jordan Jensen for her dates and tickets. We love you. See you next
Thank
time.
you.
Bye. That was great. Thank you.